Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today I came up with a pretty interesting idea for a video for once. I decided to assign each character in Family Guy, popular TV show, to a brawler, and today we're going to explain the connection, play a game, see how we go. And first we're going to start with our main man, Peter. So you're probably asking, Tanner, how is Daryl Peter Griffin? What similarities do they share at all? Well, hear me out. First up, we got the obvious one, the physical size. Daryl is a larger brawler, as is Peter in the show. He's known for being quite a horizontally challenged man, if I do say so myself. So I think Daryl's a great representation that way. Additionally, if you think about the structure of our boy Daryl, one thing that Peter Griffin likes to do a lot in the show is drink beer. And where is beer often stored? In barrels. And what's Daryl's body made of? A barrel. Oh my gosh, it's the perfect connection. It's like they made Daryl with my boy Peter in mind. Almost as if they did that, which they definitely didn't do, but we'll act like they did. Okay, now Peter's actually doing pretty well so far. Initially, another reason I'd like to combine them together is the roll attack. Let's be honest, Peter's the kind of guy to roll, right? He's pretty stupid, so you probably see him like rolling down a hill, especially since he's so big. You'd see him rolling down a hill on a day-to-day basis. Oh no, this Kenji's got his hyper. Nope, you're not getting that from me, boy. Alright, let's hit this up. Let's go, Peter. W defense. So, yeah, we're just going to do this with the entire Griffin family. You know, I have some pretty interesting connections, but I promise they'll all make sense. And another thing that I thought that might work, Rhode Island, which is where the Griffin family lives, right? It's on the coast. You want to know what's on the coast? Pirates. The more I think about this, the more perfect it sounds to have our boy Daryl be Peter Griffin. Why did I just cook? Why did I just cook so hard? Now, unfortunately, I don't think we're scoring here. No. Well, of course we're not scoring there. They're scoring there. But, yeah. Come on, Peter. We can't lose. You're the head of the household. We cannot be losing this game. All right? Yikes. Okay. Hypercharged super. Kenji Hyper's still out broken. They haven't nerfed it yet for some reason. Come on. If Peter Griffin doesn't win a game in Brawl Stars, how can we expect Lois or Meg or Chris to win a game? Like, come on. So, let's finish up here, guys. This shouldn't be that hard. Okay, maybe if Kenji's got his hyper, then maybe it'll be hard, but that's alright. By the power of beer and stupid Rhode Island man, we will win this game. Alright, pass it up, Kenji. Thank you. Here's the question. Trick shot. Oh, it didn't go in. Oh, I celebrated too early, dude. I celebrated too early. You never do that. Not in Brawl Stars, not in Family Guy, not in life. Never celebrate too early, or else you'll get screwed. Alright, babies. Let's go. Next member of the Griffin family, we got our boy Chris, Peter's son. It's natural to do the son after the father. So you're probably asking, Tanner, how is Bull Chris Griffin from Family Guy? How does this make sense? Well, let me tell you all about it. First up, same thing with what's his name, Peter. He's just a bigger guy. I mean, if Chris was in Brawl Stars, he would definitely be a tank. We know just by looking at him. Another thing about Chris, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. And Bull, I mean, he's got a nose piercing. He just runs forward with a super and shoots people with his shotgun. Doesn't take many brain cells to do that last time I checked. So obviously, if Chris is going to be the best at any brawler, he's going to be good at Bull. He's going to be Bull. He wouldn't just be good at Bull, he would be Bull. Yeah, like, I didn't use any brain cells when doing that. Even my boy Chris Griffin could have done that. Like, come on. Now, I'm not really sure how to tie in this Bull thing with the whole, story with the pervert, but maybe I can find a way. Does Bull get, like, abused by anyone in Brawl Stars? I don't think he does. Because, I mean, he's big and tough, so he's not really gonna succumb to people bullying him. Unlike my boy Chris. Maybe Bull wasn't such a good idea then, because Bull kind of has like power and influence, whereas Chris, he's a follower. He's a major follower. I don't think Bull's a follower. But I mean, who else Who else should I pick? If you guys have a better pick for any of these guys, please leave it down in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. I want to see who else would be pretty good as a Griffin family member. I don't know how I just scored there. I was just pressing buttons like Chris Griffin would if he got a hold of the game. Oh boy. Wow, he hit me with literally every single one of those. Yikes. It's fine though. We get the kills. We're still going to win. We have to avenge our father with this game. That's what we got to do. We got to avenge Peter. Boom. All right, now it's time to go to the second child of the Griffin family. We got Meg. Now, I know there's literally a brawler in the game whose name is Meg, and you're probably asking, Tanner, why didn't you pick that? And you're also probably asking why I'm saying, Tanner, you're probably asking so much in this video, and to that, I don't know. It's a good way for me to answer some questions or say some crap. Yeah, we already scored. Okay, Meg's just good. I'm not even going to be able to talk about why Meg is Clancy, and there's two reasons. One, Clancy is ugly. Let's be real. He has a weird mustache pirate thing. Like, that's not. Bro is extremely ugly. And Meg, everyone calls her ugly in the show. I don't know why, because she's not, like, actually ugly. Okay. I might have to... We'll explain Meg's connection in the next game. Okay, we obviously know that Ruffs is going to be Brian, because, you know, dog, smart. So we don't really have to go through that. Let's get back to Meg. So not only are she and Clancy both really ugly, even though Meg's not actually that ugly, but everyone thinks she is. But the more like in-depth reason is that why are they selling the game? What? Bro, my content. What's happening to my content? Anyways, Meg and Clancy both get violated. Now, Meg, we obviously know if you watch Family Guy that Meg just gets destroyed by literally everyone. Nobody likes Meg. So, what is going on? And Clancy, you see how Supercell treats Clancy? They finally gave him a hypercharge, and they're gonna give him a skin after like years. In the hypercharged garbage! Like, Clancy's getting violated so hard by Supercell, just like Meg is getting violated by everyone in Family Guy. That's why I principally think that they are the best combo in the game. Just like this mythic star drop. I actually really want that, so thank you so much. That's really lucky. Next up, we got our boy Stewie, a personal favorite. He's not a personal favorite. I'd say probably Peter's my favorite. He's the icon of the show. But the reason I picked Stewie is for two reasons, and you might be able to predict them. Well, Stewie is Byron, and you might be able to predict them. A, they're both very smart. Stewie is incredibly intelligent, and Byron is a drug dealer. And I feel like you have to be pretty smart to be a drug dealer. Because, you know, if you get caught, then you're screwed. So you have to actually be good at, like, evading capture. And I guess that's something that Byron's good at. Wow, this cult is aggro. And Stewie does crazy stuff in the show. Not only is he a talking baby at like 2 years old, I don't even know how old Stewie is. He's probably like 9 million years old or something crazy. I don't know the Family Guy lore that much. So not only are they both really smart, but also they both have a British accent, which I know. Another pretty superficial way of categorizing the characters, but it works. It works. I don't know who else you'd pick. The only other baby... Well, there's a lot of babies in this game for some reason. They just want to catch predators, I guess. Oh my... Am I sure I'm playing Stewie right now? Alright, so another reason Stewie's smart. He does crazy stuff. Like, I think he builds a time machine in one of the episodes. And yeah, that's just... pretty superficial connections, but I mean, what do you mean? It's Brawl Stars and Family Guy. What do you want me to do here? You want me to come up with like some extreme poetry, crazy literacy analysis reasons as to why Stewie is Byron? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not spending forever just trying to think about which brawler in a video game would be the best representation of. Did we just get scored on? No, of a TV show character that I don't even watch that much. I'm not spending my time doing that. I'm sorry. Instead, we're going to be playing Stewie, getting the win. Unfortunately, Stewie's not that great at fighting. It makes sense. He is a baby. That score? No, we didn't. Oh, wait. There we go. Apparently, we got the win somehow. Thanks, Stewie. Appreciate it. All right, now we got our final brawler. We got Lois Griffin as Eve. Not only do we have the superficial reason of they're both moms, which is obvious, and if you think about the fact that Eve's super has three babies, and there's 3 kids in the Griffin family, that's pretty deep right there. So, and the other, like, not superficial reason is that they're both, like, they have this nice facade, but they're actually, like, really evil. I think Eve's evil. I know Meg is. Meg's is kind of a... She can be kind of mean to Peter at times. Whereas Eve, I mean, just look at her, bro. She looks like she's about to rip you apart. Just like I'm about to rip this Angelo apart. Let's go. Okay, I don't know what we're supposed to do with an Edgar on our team, to be honest. That's kind of annoying. If only you were like my boy Peter Griffin, aka Daryl. I kind of want that. Okay, well, he's effing dead. I'm effing dead. You got this, Edgar? Okay, he doesn't got this. Wow, Lois Griffin got destroyed. I think that proves that who's the best Griffin? Chris? I think Chris was the only one that won so fast. No, Meg won really fast. But here's the thing. Meg can't be the best Griffin because everyone hates her. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anyone else in the Family Guy series you want me to cover. I just covered the Griffin family, but I mean, there's so many characters in this TV show. Thank you all for watching, and see ya later.